Just 3 days after being signed, the 2026 national budget gets its first court challenge. Two minority lawmakers ran to the Supreme Court
and asked the justices to strike down the remaining unprogrammed appropriations in the spending program.
But the Department of Budget and Management maintains that these unprogrammed funds are constitutional. Camille Samonte has tonight's top story.
Minority lawmakers Leila de Lima of ML Party List and Edgar Erice of Caloocan 2nd District personally appeared before the Supreme Court this morning to file a petition for certiorari and prohibition. They're asking the SC to declare the 150 billion peso unprogrammed appropriations in the 2026 national budget unconstitutional. Unprogrammed funds are standby items in the budget with no clear funding source. They will only be funded once there's an excess in government revenues or a foreign loan approved. Congress ratified this year's budget with 243 billion pesos unprogrammed funds, but the president vetoed 7 of 10 items worth 92.5 billion pesos. Both lawmakers are petitioning for the High Court to issue a temporary restraining order to stop the implementation of the remaining 3 items. De Lima and Erice argued that there is a grave abuse of discretion in passing the unprogrammed appropriations. They said these do not adhere to the constitutional provision mandating clear source of funding for expenditures. Petitioners stress that the charter is avoiding a situation such as the presence of unprogrammed funds. The lawmakers also wanted to declare all provisions related to unprogrammed appropriations as null and void.
Kaya kami dumudulog ngayon para mag-guide na ang Kongreso. Kasi ina-expect namin na hanggat walang magiging malinaw na ruling ang Supreme Court tungkol sa constitutionality ng unprogrammed appropriations na it runs in the billions. Ito ay nagiging source din ng abuso. Nakita natin yan doon sa 2025 budget. Dahil nga ay nagiging libre na kasi yung executive sa nagiging rin yan ng discretionary spending.
De Lima added that all important projects should be placed under program funds. For Erice, unprogrammed appropriations have become a potent source of corruption in infrastructure projects.
Yan yung nagamit sa pinakamalaking nakawan sa bayan. Di ba tinanggal yung mga mahalagang mga items sa NEP, inilagay sa unprogrammed funds. At yung dapat sana nating mga pinakikinabangang proyekto at programa na ng gobyerno na baliwala, napalitan ng mga ghost projects, napalitan ng mga substandard projects.
Among the respondents in the petition are Congress, the Budget Department, and Executive Secretary Ralph Recto. The DBM maintained that unprogrammed appropriations are within the bounds of the Constitution. They argued that High Court has long recognized these items as standby funds, just what the President recently said. These are not blank checks that could be spent anytime. The DBM stressed that 150 billion peso unprogrammed appropriations for 2026 is the lowest in 7 years. Note that the President's first enacted budget in 2023 contained a whopping 807 billion for unprogrammed funds. The DBM said this year's outlay only shows that safeguards are in place in the current budget. For News 5, I'm Kapatid Camille Samonte. We are One News.